Good morning, viewers of Anahita TV. It's been a while since I made a video, so I had to do it even though it's really early in the morning and I'm still waking up and I'm puffy, but I'm doing two things. I'm grounding. I'm doing this video in the backyard so I can put my feet on the floor and ground and make this video for you. So today's video, I'm gonna talk about breathing, breath, and how it can help you in manifestation. And well, without breath we don't live, so the importance of breathing and what it entails to have a specific breathing practice. So I'll tell you a little background. I am an intuitive healer. I was born an intuitive healer, but it was a gift that I pushed aside for many years, and unfortunately, moving the camera, I had to go through a dark night of the soul, if you may, for many years. My childhood was amazing. I had amazing family, parents, and friends and family. But what happened as an adult, I was ill many times, and and even though I was avid runner, I worked out every day since I was 12, and I ate very well. I was really concerned about my diet, and I was known in my family as a rabbit because I loved eating lettuce. That was my favorite food. So regardless of what I was eating, I believe I've now come to terms with why I was sick. I believe I had to learn, as an empath, I had to learn so that I can help you guys out there, my friends and people who follow me on here. So I believe we come here, we have a soul mission when we arrive on the earth plane. And I've had several Ayurvedic readings, and they all come out with my soul mission based on the date and time and everything that I was born, that I'm an intuitive healer. And it's funny, I found out this information that I was made or born to guide others back to their intuition. I found out 2 years after I started the YouTube channel. So it's all meant to be. I get downloads daily, and I have not had time to share with you all, but I want to make a habit and make a point of sharing this information. So what I was downloading last night and experiencing was the experience of flow, experience of breathing, experience of manifestation and breathing. And it's based on content that I was listening to. I love Dr. Joe Dispenza. When I was severely ill, I believe he and Dr. Lipton saved my life. The Biology of Belief from Dr. Lipton, and the Change Your Mind book from Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm sorry, I'm ruining the title, but that book is amazing. I should have written notes, I'm sorry. But his book on changing your mind to change yourself, I basically became a new person. Based on reading that book and meditating, I realized if I become a new person, illness cannot thrive in the old me. So the old me had created the illness. So if I created a new persona, I could get rid of the illness. And that's what happened. That's what I did. And it's a practice. It took me a year. It's not like overnight, you guys. And he talks about that in his book. He said there, the people were sent to home by doctors saying that they were terminally ill and they could not survive, and then they had a spontaneous healing. And then when he interviewed these people, there was nothing spontaneous about their healing because it took years. And what he found out, the basis of the healing, was that each of those people had strong mindset. They had made a decision to survive regardless of the diagnosis, and what they were told that was going to happen in their life. So whenever I get a energy healing client who has severe illness, I always let them know, 90% of it is you. I'm a guide. I will help you, guide you, teach you so that you don't have to constantly come to me. teach you in the methods that you need to surpass the illness, and how to hone into your body, how to listen to your body and mind to figure out how to maneuver through this. Because I'm not going to be there with you every day. You may come to me once a week, or however many times you want, but then I recommend once a week in the beginning. However, and in the end, it's going to be once a month, and the rest of the time you're on your own. So what I do is teach the methods that I know. I mean, I don't hoard it. It doesn't belong to me. It's yours. And that's why I am an intuitive healer. I want everyone to have a wonderful life, and I want everyone, but the caveat is that the mindset, when you come to me, your mindset has to be, or just on your own, if you don't even come to me, on your own, if your mindset is that you are going to survive, and not only are you going to survive, but you're going to get even better than before, then everything is hunky-dory, everything is amazing, and everything's going to work out for you. So let's begin. So how does breath help you thrive? How does a practice of breath work help you manifest? Okay, so as you know, I'm sure you've listened, if you've been around the block in the manifestation world, you understand is when your heart and mind are coherent, that's when you manifest. And to get your heart and mind coherent, you need a breath practice. And I'm sure you've heard of Wim Hof. Wim Hof does a breathing practice, and based on his breathing practice, he's able to endure many hours sitting in ice baths and in Alaska. And he's I believe he's broken the Guinness Book of Records for the longest time sitting in ice baths in Alaska with no clothes on, and he's done hikes barefoot with just shorts in Alaska. So he's a great person to follow for breath work. And today I'll teach you one that I know that I did this morning, and this is why I was compelled to make this video. So this I learned at it's a what kind of breath is it? It's a Kundalini breath. I believe Dr. Joe Dispenza has a meditation on this as well. So what you do is either 14 times for 6 or 7 months, and after that you do it 24 times. And the breath is you sit up straight. So we're gonna sit up straight. So let's begin together. Are you ready? We're gonna do it 14 times. And once we do it 14 times, what happens is that your heart slows down. And when your heart slows down, it connects with your mind. And that's when you can go into visualization and you can manifest faster when you visualize. Otherwise, when your heart and mind is not coherent, this is how you get stuck, and you're like, why am I not manifesting? Why am I not able to get what I need? So that's what's happening. So breath work, well, let's begin. This breath entails you imagine your spine as a hollow tube, and you breathe in from the bottom, from your first chakra, from the primal, in the bottom of the spine. You breathe in through your mouth, like through your teeth, and you follow the breath up until it reaches your crown chakra, and you keep it there for 3 seconds, and then you breathe it out. And then once you breathe it out, you count another 3 seconds before you begin your next breath. So let's begin. Hold. Now let go. While you let go, you picture the breath going out from your crown, through your neck, to the and through the hollow center of your spine and all the way down to the ground. All right, count 3 seconds. Begin the second one. 1, 2, 3 at the top. Now release. Okay. It sounds like a he sound when you breathe out. Count to 3. Now let's breathe in again. Hold it. Now release. Let's take it in again. Hold it. Release. So you can do this on your own. I just wanted to teach it to you. You don't need me to guide you. You count on your hand. 3, 4, 5, 2 times, and then 4 times. So it's 14 times. And you'll see what I mean. Please comment below. Let me know how you did, how you felt after you did the 14. So it's hold it. And you do a he sound when you is like that. And then there's a count before you begin, and there's a count when you get to the top. And once you done the 14, then you start to visualize what it is that you want, anything that you can think of that. And then don't do this picture just once and then forget it. You need to stick to this. Habits. This is the next video I'm gonna make is about habits. You gotta be consistent. You gotta do this at a specific time every day so that your body gets used to it and it knows that it's coming. So when your heart and mind are one, that means you're getting your emotion involved in whatever it is that you're picturing. And that's when it's gonna happen, when your emotion is involved. It's not just gonna be your mind. Your heart has to connect to your mind. And the upper level from the heart to the crown, those are the higher levels. This is how we connect to spirit. So from the solar plexus down to the feet, that's how we ground and we connect to Mother Earth. There's another different spiritual energy. I'm a Virgo, so I'm very earthy, but I've got Leo and Aquarius, so I'm also very airy. So I'm very cerebral and very connected spiritually. So if you have questions, I always welcome them. I have an email address that I'll leave below. I'd love to send me your contact if you want my newsletter. And if you want a distant Reiki session, I offer those. I don't have that much time. I'm pretty busy, so I probably have once or twice, half an hour each week. I would love to help you out and guide you through your healing journey. I also have a background in psychology and fine arts and many different things. So I'm able to help you in different modalities if that's what you need. If you need coaching and through your health journey, this is what I do. I've survived 2 bouts of COVID. I've survived the swine flu, which I was told I had 8 hours, I guess, overnight to survive. The doctor told me to write a will and say goodbye to my loved ones, because at the day I went in, he had just lost 30 people to that flu. This was 2016, and then 2017 it was a deadly diagnosis. It was a whole year that I went through medical treatment. Anyway, so it was crazy. And by the time I got COVID, I gave up. I stopped exercising. It just didn't care anymore, because all my life I exercised, and what do I do? I get sick. And I ate well, and I ate all these veggies. So now I'm rebuilding myself, and I want to rebuild myself with you all. So the point is, it's never too late. It's never, the battle, never stops. you don't know why you're here until it happens to you. And no matter how much you plan for the future, things are different and can be difficult. Depends on your life journey and your life path. I was voted the person who's going to be most successful when I was really young, because I was really driven and I had all my ducks in a row. But sometimes life just doesn't happen the way you plan, and it's your journey, it's your personal journey. And I realize it's me, and I'm the one who needs to learn this information. And I don't need to impress anyone. The day you realize you don't need to impress anyone, and you realize that this is your journey and nobody knows really what's going on in your heart, your mind, in what you want and what you need out of this time that you have here, then your life gets easier. You may have to be a hermit for a little bit, but then don't ever let your shine, your glitter and what makes you dull because you want to make others happy or you don't want to be seen. You deserve your breath. So you deserve this life, and you are worthy, and you're beautiful. No matter what you look like, you are gorgeous because you are a child of God and you have purpose. And your purpose here is to connect with as many people and touch as many people as possible, emotionally and vibrationally. And you all have a purpose. We all have a purpose, and it's beautiful. This life is beautiful, no matter what the world is trying to tell us through the media and showing all this negative stuff. I always say to people, count the number of amazing people in your life. You're gonna have not enough fingers, but count the number of bad people in your life, and then it's gonna be less than one hand, maybe one or two. And so this is how the majority of people are good and mean well. And because of past trauma, we behave a certain way. So we cannot shun people and push them away because they make one little mistake. Of course, if people are abusive, get away from them. If people hurt you in any way, you got to get away. That's demeaning or belittling. That kind of behavior is just gross. You don't need that. But in the end, if it's small issues, try to resolve it and go on. Well, anyway, I've stayed my welcome, overstayed my welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I hope this video helps you out. And I'll try to continue to make these videos a lot more often. Take care, and let's go on a walk. That's what I'm gonna do.